The sleeve gastrectomy is undertaken under a general anesthetic, and after you're anesthetized, you'll be positioned on the blade and we insert what we call trocars or ports into the abdomen, and this will help us to insert instruments as well as the stapler. And after the ports are inserted, we dissect the greater curvature of the stomach, and this is the part of the stomach that we remove during the procedure. The anesthetist will insert a bougie or a calibrated tube. Idea of inserting a bougie is to make sure that the stomach is not narrowed too much. And once the bougie is inserted, we use staplers which are inserted through the ports, and the staplers are fired and cut at the same time, which helps us to remove the part of the stomach we plan to remove. And once the stomach is removed, it is retrieved from a port and sent for histology. And the ports are then removed and you'll be then sent to recovery and then transferred to the ward. The stomach usually can accommodate up to 2 to 3 liters of food material in its original form. But after you have a sleeve, the size of the stomach is about 150 mL. So obviously you won't be able to eat a lot of food like before, and it will be restricted to small, thin, long tube, which is probably like the size of a banana. The other advantage of having a sleeve is in the greater part of the stomach. You get what we call the ghrelin receptors or the hunger receptors, and these are removed while we are doing the sleeve. And this would mean that you will feel satiety or fullness earlier than when you used to be. Patients also frequently report that they lose the taste for some of the richer foods like sugary foods and fatty foods. And a lot of the patients who have had the sleeve say that they have a disliking towards sugary and fatty foods, and this is an added advantage of having the sleeve. So once they have a sleeve, you can pretty much eat anything you like, but we don't recommend that. We just recommend you eat what the dietitian advised you, and also recommended nutritious food. Because if you put high energy food through a sleeve, it has no capacity to not absorb this energy down the tract, because it is not a malabsorptive procedure. So it's important that you need to eat good and healthy recommended food as per dietitian, and in the same quantity. It is a restrictive procedure. It's going to stop you from eating high volumes of food, but it won't stop you from eating the wrong food. Gastric sleeve is actually a tool that the patient has to intelligently use. It is also based on the good habits and the lifestyle modification that you develop around it that gives you the success of a sleeve. So after a sleeve, you stay in the hospital for about 2 nights, and you are generally progressed into a puree diet, and you leave home, and then you are followed up in the clinic with the surgeon and the dietitian. Unlike the gastric band, the sleeve doesn't need any adjustments. It's just that you just eat as recommended, and you add exercise and other lifestyle modifications to go through it. And it also has the advantage that down the line, if you need to have malabsorptive procedure like a bypass or a single anastomosis bypass, a Roux-en-Y, it can be done after a sleeve gastrectomy.